Oh, welcome to Packmates. I'm Roby, and we're gonna do the blue commons and uncommons. And we're gonna start off with Aspirant's Ascent, which is an instant for 1 blue mana until end of turn. Target creature gets +1/+3 and gains flying and toxic 1. Super mid combat trick. I give it a
I'm with you. 4.
4.
3. Bad.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem good.
Bringing the End. 1 colorless, 1 blue for an instant counter target spell unless its controller plays 2 mana. Or if they're corrupted, counter that spell instead. If this format's as aggressive, I think this might be pretty good. We've seen these before. I think it's probably a 5 and it could be a 6.
I'm at 6. I'm with it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
What?
I have it at 5. I'll start at 5. Yep.
Next up, we have
Seems
Chrome Prowler. This is 2 colorless and a blue for an artifact creature, Phyrexia cat. It's a 3/2 with flash, and when it enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. I love these. I'm at 6. I really like it.
I'm at like a 5 to begin with.
Yeah,
It could be better though. I feel like they've been letting us put stun counters on them.
Yeah,
This one has flash.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because
that's
you
good,
really want to like
but-
combat trick them, and then like you want this guy to block something, but now you're like it's a little weird, right?
You trade with something, then you tap down their blocker. Like, I think that's good.
I guess. I don't know. I just assume everybody's attacking with everything, then you don't get to tap down the shit that you really want to tap down, but then you want to block something and it's going to feel really awkward. Anyways, it's a 5 for me. It's fine.
Yep.
Escaped Experiment. 1 colorless, 1 blue for a 2/1 artifact creature for Phyrexian Beast. When Escaped Experiment attacks, target creature and opponent controls gets -X -1 until the end of turn, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Oh man, the ceiling on this guy's got to be really high. If you got enough artifacts, like goodness gracious. But it's just so bad on its own. Like I oh man. I don't know. I'll give it a 4, but man, it could just be so much higher.
Stop influencing him, Roby. Jesus, we were about to get gold. We were about to get gold, and you ruined it. You ruined it.
Oh god. Yeah, this is like a 6.
a
This is
5.
fucking
It's a
absurd.
5.
Yeah, go ahead, Ryan.
It's so good.
It's 6. It's very, very strong.
It just dies to any 1/1. It's a solid 2 drop, though.
I mean, it's never.
No, it doesn't, because you give it
but
minus,
like, if they only have one, if they only have one,
it doesn't die
1/1,
to
sure.
any 1/1.
It's so
If
good.
they have 2 creatures, it just dies to anything.
What if you have
There's
two
too many
escaped
1/3s.
experiments? Then
Too
it's
many-
really good.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
they're
Like,
good. They're better in multiples for sure.
Yeah, and it just fuels itself too. Like you can just attack into those 1/1s because it's an artifact itself.
You gave it a 5. I gave it a higher grade than you, and you're
I
trying
know.
to tell me it's good.
I just
You
he had to
giggled
give it
'cause you
low
giggled
because he
and you
gave the
ruined it.
1.
I almost talked myself into. It's so good.
I'm at a
Anyway.
5. I think it's solid, but
I'm gonna play it. I know I will. It's gonna be there.
give it a 5, coward.
Just give it a. I'll give it a 5. Thanks.
Next up, we have Experimental Augury. This is the colorless and a blue for an instant. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Proliferate. So this is Anticipate with Proliferate tacked on. Anticipate's already good. Proliferate's pretty good. I really like this card. I'm going to start off conservatively at a 5, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's significantly better.
I ain't no conservative. I'm gonna give it a 6.
I'll give it a 5. I'll be conservative.
Next up, we have Eye of Malcator, which is 2 and a blue for an artifact. Whenever it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, Eye of Malcator becomes a 4/4 Phyrexian Eye artifact creature until end of turn. So yeah, this is pretty mid.
Yeah,
Like a
this
3.
is a. Yeah, this is a 3.
Don't like it.
Again, we need
Kinda
the
does nothing.
stats on how many white and blue artifacts are. I think there's a lot, but like
It seems
Yeah,
Seems
like if
like
your
a
whole
lot,
deck is
actually.
like
I've
white blue
seen that,
artifacts,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a 4/4.
But it's
Yeah,
still
it's a 4/4
3
for 3.
mana,
It's
right?
good, but yeah, it's a 3.
Yep.
Gitaxian Anatomist. It's a 3 colorless, 1 blue for a 2/5 Phyrexian Wizard. When Gitaxian Anatomist enters the battlefield, you may tap it. If you do, proliferate. Wow, that is so bad. You just want it to block. I mean, my gosh, give it a 4.
I like the art, but I'm at a 3.
I do like that too. I'm probably at a 3 too.
I can't believe I was that high on it, man. Give it a 3. It just feels so bad. I even called it.
I like
Drew
it though.
loves
I do
it.
like it. I love it too, but I still have to give it a 3
Next up, yeah.
because I have integrity.
Next up, we have Gitaxian Raptor. This is 2 colors and a blue for a creature Phyrexian bird. It's a 1/4, has flying. Enters the battlefield with 3 oil counters on it. You can remove an oil counter to give it +1/-1. I am a big fan. These cards, these 1/4s that you can +1/-1. Flyers have always been good in every format they're ever in. I feel like this is no different. This is your solid creature that you like to proliferate on. I'm at a 6 on it, actually.
I kind of am with you, low key. Like, I'm a little lower. Like, I'm not gonna give it a 6, but I think it's at very least a 5. Like, the fact
Yep.
that's free to do that.
Take the
is
mana cost
pretty-
out of it,
pretty
and it's
real.
more of a deck constraint cost. And at that point, like, it's fine. It's better,
Yeah.
almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has a
Yep.
finite number of
What do you
times you
think,
can do this.
No, you proliferate.
Like, how much you gonna proliferate?
You're gonna proliferate
This
with
would
like
work.
anticipates,
Oh,
right?
man. I mean,
It's not that much work. You
I'm
just gotta play
I'm
anticipate.
gonna give it a
right?
5,
Like,
but
that's
still,
okay.
like, it's just
Say it with your chest, Andrew. Just give it
really
the
will
3 that
probably
you
never
wanted.
play this, but
Well, then rate it that way.
Then probably give it a
I can
3.
give it a
That's
0.
Okay. That's okay.
Make the vow. Take the vow.
Well,
Take the
give it
vow
a
right now.
3.
You coward. You've never taken the vow.
Calling me out like that? No. All right. I'll give it a 5. Give it a 5. Give it a 5.
Wow. Wow.
No
Take
vow?
the
No
It's
vow?
one card.
Oh,
I got a
man.
card here that I'll take the vow on for sure. It's coming up. There's a couple of them,
Okay,
actually. I might take a vow on 2.
All right, whose
Yeah,
turn
you're
is
right.
it to read mine? Glistener Seer, 1 blue mana for 0/3 Phyrexian Advisor. Enters the battlefield with 3 oil counters on it. Remove an oil counter, scry 1. Tap and remove an oil counter. This card is ass. It is actual ass. Ryan is going to give it too high, but it's ass. It's like a 3.
I think this.
I'm going to play it
I'm
way
going to
too
play
much,
it too, but I'm going to play it in my sideboard, and it's going to be a 2.
What are you sideboarding this in against aggro?
Aggro. Yeah. That's the only way you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Toxic
mean,
guys.
Yeah.
Little 1/1 toxic boys.
I don't know. Scrying 3 is a lot. Like Omen Seeker.
Like, you have to
was
tap
pretty
it.
good.
No, it wasn't. That's a lie. That's such
Pretty
cap.
good. And you can scry even more than 3 times. I'll give it a 3.
All right. What do you give it? All right.
But
What?
go.
No buts.
Go.
Oh,
Let's say this next card.
Icar Synthesizer. A 1/3 for 1 colorless, 1 blue for Phyrexian Wizard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Icar Synthesizer. As long as Icar Synthesizer has 4 or more counters on it, it gets a +2/+0 and can't be blocked. That's not bad. I don't mind this guy. I think he's going to be good in that blue-red deck for sure. I'll give it a 4, but it's probably a 5, 6 in that blue-red deck.
I love it. I'm at 6. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite commons. Is it the best? Probably not, but I love it.
It's
6.
cool.
I'm at 5. It does
Does
take a
it?
lot of work to
I feel
get
like it
going,
does.
right? But
It's
it's
like
yes. 4? You have
non-creature
to cast 4?
spells.
I guess
Yeah.
proliferate.
Every card that
right?
says proliferate puts 2 counters on.
Well, not every card. If you have
4
a
is a
Yeah.
lot, though. 4 is a
4 is a
lot.
lot.
3/3 unblockables are good. 1/3s for 2 are fine. Like
Yeah,
all the
I'm gonna
spell
start at 5.
bombs. Ugh.
I think you're gonna.
Ugh.
I think you're probably gonna play it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not unplayable.
Oh.
you have to play 4 spell bombs.
Oh,
to
yeah,
make
but,
that
like,
work.
That costs you nothing, right?
4,
costs
yeah,
you
4 spell bombs. But like, that was a good comparison. I'm glad you said spell bombs because that made me think it's way worse.
I mean, you have to play 4 spell bombs
You have
for
to play
this, yeah,
4
but like
spell
you're gonna
bombs.
have other things in your deck, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, we have Malcator's Watcher, which is 1 and a blue for a flying vigilance 1/1 artifact creature, Phyrexian drone. Whenever it dies, draw a card. Mega cute. I like it. That's a 1/1 flyer. I'll sign up for. I'll give it like a 5.
I'll give it
maybe
a 6. I ain't afraid.
It's artifact too.
I ain't afraid. This guy's gonna be played a lot.
The die trigger
it's
is
in the
always
third
worse,
But
though.
you know,
That's the only
guy has
problem.
going for
It's
it is that little
always worse.
vigilance right next to that flying.
Yeah, that
He's
does make
ripe
it a
for
lot
dying.
better, right?
Just kill that
You
guy.
can just Mhm. That's a good point. I would go up to 6 now.
5. I'm at 5. I'm at 5.
What do you
So
think,
you're gonna
Ryan?
rate it lower.
No, like it's obviously solid. Like any card that's like reasonably cost and says draw cards. But I would take the other card over it just
Yep.
because. But this fits into like any
1/3?
literally any blue deck.
You're wrong.
Wait, the 1/3?
Yeah.
What? Oh, that's so.
I'm excited about the
Fucking
1/3.
wrong.
This card doesn't excite me.
Oh god.
It doesn't get my juices flowing.
That's
Oh my
so
gosh, that is so,
fucked.
I'm so glad we went back for that one. That's so wrong. Meld Web Curator. It's a 3/4 for 4, so 3 colorless and a blue for Phyrexian Wizard. When Meld Web Curator enters the battlefield, put up to 1 target instant or sorcery from your graveyard on top of your library. Oh man, if only it just went to the hand like its other friends do. Going back to the top of the library is really tough, but it's actually got a decent body. 5.
Got it. I'm letting the last one slide and it's really getting on my nerves. It's eating me away. Because the 1/3 could win you
What
a
is
game
this?
and the 1/1
What?
can never.
Oh my!
No,
Hey,
Ryan.
hey,
Ryan, what do you
hey!
rate?
You can only
what do
take
you
me
rate
down for so
Meld
long,
Web?
Roby.
We're talking about Meld Web
I
right
really
now.
like it. It's a super reasonably costed version of this effect where it gets 1 card back, even though it goes to the top of your library. You're getting removal back. I like it at 6, maybe even 7.
Yeah, I'm starting to
Yeah.
have a 6. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
Too. It's a good body.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's a
Like, what
3/4.
good body
That's
on
so
that guy.
good, right? And
Yeah.
like get back a removal
Yeah.
spell next turn. Sick. Like
Next
it.
up, we have Meldweb Strider. This is 4 colorless and a blue for an artifact vehicle 5/5. That's vigilance. Enters the battlefield with the oil counter on it. Move an oil counter from Meldweb Spider. It becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Crew 3. So you can crew with oil counters or bodies. I still hate it. It's a 2.
I'm at it too.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
super
these.
hate
These
it.
vehicles have been so bad recently.
I
We
know.
really
we need
do.
more sky skiffs. Next up, we have Mesmerizing Dose, which is 1 and double blue for an enchantment aura. Whenever it enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature, then proliferate. Doesn't untap. I hate these cards. It says proliferate though, so I'll give it a
Premium
5.
blue
I hate
removal.
it,
This
though.
is definitely like a 6 verging on 7.
Yeah. I'm at 6. It's slightly worse than the pacifism, but it does say proliferate, so.
Prologue to Phrysis. 1 colorless, 1 blue, instant. Each opponent gets a poison counter. Draw a card. Now we know the first poison counter is the most important poison counter. So I like it. I think it's fine. It just cycles itself and you get that nice poison counter for your poison counter control decks. It's a 5.
Yeah, I'm at probably a 4 on it. I think you don't really want it in the red-blue deck where it would feel the most at home because I don't think any of the red-blue stuff's really trying to poison. So
Oh no, yeah, it's red, blue, black, easy.
I don't. I'm at a
Yeah, I'm at a 5.
yeah. It ain't no op.
You're at a 4, right? Yeah, it's an instant. I like that, but yep.
In the counter deck, it could
You just try to go for it and just like draft 10 of those and just be like,
maybe.
I feel like
Like-
right,
Like 6 of them and proliferates, right? Like
that, right? Like okay,
Maybe.
never mind. Okay.
take you like a billion turns to win. I don't think you could win that, but maybe.
I don't know, probably not like with 10 of them, but like
Yeah, I know what you.
bodies there, yeah. Couple 1/3s that are unblockable.
Those counters with Crow make it like doable, right?
I think so. Anyways, all right, go ahead.
Quicksilver Fisher, 3 colorless and double blue for a creature Phyrexian Drake. It's 4/3 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, discard. This is just fine. 5 mana 4/3 flyer. I think I like that better than the 3/4 flyer, which is what they usually are. It does cost double blue. Looting is good. I'm at a 5.
I'm probably at like a 6. It's basically scrapbook
Oh,
net.
man, don't invoke that man's name. Oh man, I gotta give it a 7 now just because you invoked the scrapper mutt. It's good.
I
It's
love
really
it.
good.
It's so
It's really
good.
A
good.
7?
You don't
You
even
get
have to
it's a
discard first.
4/3 body, and
Uh,
you get to use the ability right away. You get to draw.
You get a loot.
This
You get a
was
loot. It's better.
4/3
It's
draw
better.
card flyer for 5. It would be a 7.
It's
Oh,
so
we'll
good.
draw a card.
On 5,
Yeah.
you're just gonna discard a land. It's fine.
You okay? I want
Yeah.
you to flash me the pack where
good.
you took this over and move on, Andrew.
I'll show you.
I know
I
you
d-
will, but
I'll
Andrew
do
will
it.
never. Andrew will literally never.
All right, it's my turn.
Yes.
Right? Who just read that? Okay, Vivid Surgeon's Insight. 5 mana, double blue, sorcery. Draw 3 cards. Proliferate. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna give it a 6, and I'm wrong.
But I like it
Say
too.
go.
I think it's a 6.
It ain't no 6.
I don't know why.
Stop.
I do
Stop.
like it. I like it, man. Do you know how much I love drawing cards?
That's a lot of.
That's
That's
a
a lot
lot
of
of
drawing
cards.
3 cards.
It's not even as good
Like,
as the black one.
I don't know why.
the
I
black
know.
one costs
It cost
4
me
mana.
life.
I give that a 6 too, though. I did give that a 6
This
too.
is it's great.
So just to be
4.
4.
4.
transparent. Yeah, it's a super slow do nothing card. You're fine.
Atmosphere Surgeon. 1 colorless, 1 blue for a 2/1 Phyrexian wizard. When you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Atmosphere Surgeon. Remove an oil counter from Atmosphere Surgeon. Target creature gets flying until the end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Yikes. Not like you need to I just don't know. I hate
is that
these activated
Please
sorcery cards.
elaborate.
I wish it,
Why? It's giving something flying. Are you gonna like give something
Yeah,
flying in the
block,
middle
right?
of combat?
I want to
Andrew, why
block.
would you do that? Like
Because you want to block.
you do? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
'Cause I
That's
wanna-
true. I didn't think about that.
I'll give it a 5.
That's a
It's
fair
fine.
point,
It's a
but-
decent body. And then if you get some flying going, then it's pretty cool. More aggressive than defensive, obviously.
I 5 for a 2/1 flyer for 2. It's 5. That's 5. 2/1
this-
flyer for 2. That's 5.
Wait, is this always a 2/1 flyer?
No, because it gives
It's
other
not
things
a
flying,
2/1
right?
flyer,
Like it's
right?
better than a 2/1 flyer for 2.
But you have to
You have
put
to
the
have
counters on it. You have to
removal in
do
your
work
deck.
for
I
it.
feel like this,
Yeah, but
I feel
you
like
do
this
have
guy's
to
just
have
going to be
work.
sitting on the
It is
sideline
work.
most of the time.
6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe 7, but 6.
I'm out
Give it a
with
7.
5.
Give it a
to
7.
begin
Give it a
with.
7.
I called the
Yeah.
3/1. I still think the 3/1 indestructible guy is
Oh.
maybe a better 2-drop. But it's close.
way
It's for
better.
sure close.
He has an oil counter.
All you have to do is have.
All right.
Oh my god! Don't get snippy and then all right me. All right, okay. You don't get to say last word and then all right me. All right. For the cost of plane removal, he has oil counters.
What? Okay. What?
Next up, we have Distorted Curiosities. 2 colorless and a blue. Sorcery. Draw 2 cards, but that's corrupted. It costs 2 less. So it could cost 1. Divination with upside. Seems really good. I'm at 6.
6.
I'm at 6 too. Next up, we have probably my favorite card of the entire set, Font of Progress, which is 1 blue mana for an artifact. Enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. You can pay 3, tap it, target player mills X cards, where X is the number of oil counters on Font of Progress. I love this card. I'm going to give it a 7.
You are
I'm super wrong.
Super wrong. This
but
is
I love
A0.
it.
This is
I
A0.
love it.
100%. Oh, it's a
Are you taking the vow then?
That's
I'll
wrong.
take the vow on Font of Progress. Absolutely.
All right, I'll get you.
And the vow is if you ever lose to it.
No taking
you
it
can't
in the
hate
draft either.
I can't hate
No taking it. You can't hate draft it either.
If you're
Fuck
hate drafting
no.
a 0,
If you think it's
come
trash,
on.
you stand by it.
You
Yeah,
can't even
no,
take it at all?
that's
I
a
mean, unless
lie.
it's the last card.
I feel like
No.
it's
You
the
should
last
take
card.
basics
That's the
after
vow.
it.
I mean,
If it's the last card,
quite a
yeah, you
bit.
take basics before you take
Like it's gonna happen. Wow,
It's just a win
No,
condition.
it won't.
I mean,
No,
I think it's a
not.
3, but like it's a win condition.
Oh,
It is a win condition.
how many do you need to mill out somebody? That's gonna take forever. Anyways, yeah, no, it's a 0. I won't.
If you proliferate 3 times,
I'm not gonna.
All right, don't take it. Don't take it.
Play
Don't take
taking
it
the
in the
vow.
draft. No, don't take it from the draft.
I gotta be able
Take
to
the
take
vow.
it though. If I
oh wow, that's not a 0,
No.
Andrew.
that's a 1. It's 1.
That's a 0.
You're scared
then.
of it
That's
already?
a 0.
It's
I
a
don't
1.
believe you.
It's a 1.
Really?
It's a 1.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Ugh.
All right,
Minor miss.
next
Is
up.
it me? Sorry.
No, it's me.
Okay.
Minor
No, it's
misstep.
Andrew.
1 blue, instant, counter target spell with mana value 1 or less. Sideboard fodder 1. I'll give it a 1 for 1 or less.
0. I'll take the vow. Never draft it
I'll
unless
give it
it's
a
worth
1.
money, and I'll never play it.
Oh, so
Yep.
brave.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
brave.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So brave. You're not gonna.
It might be
Yeah,
worth money,
I'll
right?
give it a
Like,
1.
Probably so, yeah.
I'll
It
sideboard
might
it.
be. Who knows?
No,
probably not. Probably not.
maybe yeah.
Next up, we have
No.
Reject Imperfection. This is 1 double for an instant. Yep, for an
Double
instant
blue.
counter target spell. If that spell's mana value is 3 or less, proliferate. Strictly better cancel. But with that being said, still can't. So 4.
Yeah, I'm up for it. It's a strictly worse Urza's
4.
rebuff. Yep. Next up, we have Serum Snare, which is 1 and a blue. For an instant, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If that permanent had mana value 3 or less, proliferate. Pretty good. Like a
This is a
5.
6.
Yeah, I like it as a 6. A lot. People are stacking counters on stuff. Bouncing stuff is
Yeah.
Tameo is a
Seems pretty
mobilizer.
good.
3 colorless and a blue for an artifact. Tameo's Immobilizer enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters on it. Remove an oil counter from Tameo's Immobilizer and tap target artifact or creature. These aren't bad. I remember there was like Magnetic Tumbler way back in the day. I can't even remember what set it was from, but that card was pretty decent. I kind of like it. It's a 5 for me. Like I'm probably gonna play this.
I'm at a 7 on it. I really like it. I think this is what you want to be proliferate. It's solid removal, basically.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of
I'm with you.
free tap effect.
Yeah, I'm
at 7 too. It's Icy Manipulator, but low key better.
the tapping
Right?
the
'Cause
artifact's
it's
got to be
free
pretty nice.
to
I
tap.
think you're never gonna run out of counters with this.
Yeah.
Like
You're
four's a
never gonna
lot
hit
of
lands,
counters
though.
too.
That's
Like I
the
remember
bad
the
thing about it.
Magnetic Tumbler was like 3 counters on it, and it was still pretty good. And it's just being an artifact in
Yeah.
a deck that cares about artifacts, even when you've wasted it and used it all up. Like it's still just an artifact for affinity. That's kind of cool.
I really like it.
In the Font of Progress deck.
Next up, we have Tamio's Logbook. This is 2 colors and a blue for an artifact. Pay 5 and a blue. Tap it. Draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each other artifact you control. Yeah, I mean, if it's easy to control 5 artifacts, this would be a bomb.
Oof.
I don't know how easy that is to do, though, so I'm going to start it off at a 5. I think you can easily get it to 3 to draw a card. So
I might give it a 6. It's super sick. In the Font
it's
of
just like the
Progress
domain
deck.
card, right? Kind of.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Yeah.
It was
Jodas
fine.
Yeah,
Codex.
that card was
Yeah,
good.
I think this one will prove to be just as
Yeah.
good as that. It's a 5. You only really want 1 in your deck, though. I don't think you could really afford to have 2.
They help each other out, bro.
Yeah, but that's so expensive, though.
It is.
Yeah, I would
They help
on
each other
6
out.
of these, bro.
Oh,
They're 3.
what just
8s.
happened here? You guys just packed up on here.
So good.
think I
It's
do want
so
multiples.
good. I give
Oh
it a
my
6.
gosh. Just keep
I'll
playing
run
those
like
while I'm
8
beating
of
your
these.
face. Like
They beat nobody, Andrew.
You're not gonna be my face, and I'll have so many cards. All right, is it my turn now?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Is it? Did you just read? Okay. Thrumming Bird, 1 and a blue for a 1/1 flyer. When it deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. I want to like this card more than I actually do. I'm gonna give it like a 5.
Oh, this
but
card's good. It's very good. Yeah,
they're
it's pretty
never
good.
as
It's a
good as you
6.
think.
I mean,
It's
they sometimes are better than you think, right?
Yeah,
They're
this card.
sometimes absurd.
Yeah, this card was good. It was
I've
good in the
only had
original
them be
Phyrexia, and
worse
it's going to
than
be
I
good here. That
expected.
that proliferate it's a repeatable source of proliferate, which is really good.
Yep.
Transplant Theorist, 2/4 for 3 colorless and a blue artifact creature, Phyrexian Artificer. When Transplant Theorist or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. For 2 mana, you can put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Oh man, this is pretty nice. You get the looting effect, and then you just get to keep looting. And it's a decent body, and you get to start putting stuff back if you're going to go that extra long game. I like this card. It's a 5.
Sure. I'll start off with the 5. Obviously, you have to be leaning heavily into artifacts.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
you'd
give
go
it
higher
a
on
5
it.
too. It's gonna have some.
I kind of
cute
hate it,
little loops
honestly.
with it,
Like deep
for
down,
sure.
I kind of hate it.
I know you. You're kind of
I mean,
a coward
but like
for
I can
giving
see
it
the
a 5.
value
You
in the
hate
deck,
it.
right?
Ruby,
Yeah, because
a
I love
5.
it. I
Call
don't
somebody else a
hate
coward
it.
for
I
giving it a
love
5.
it.
Like I can still respect it, but I
Yeah,
don't have to
because
like it.
I
Right?
mean it. I like it.
I don't have to like
It's
it.
gonna be cute. It's
But
gonna do some
I just think
will
it's kind of
degenerate things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's just so good. That selectivity is going to be really strong on that. Just being able to loot for free. Yeah, it's
Feels
man,
itself.
it might be. Can you imagine multiples of these? Just drawing 2 for nothing.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
that's so
stupid.
nice.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Next up, we have Trawler Drake. This is 2 colors and a blue. Sorry, we have Trawler Drake. This is 2 colors and a blue for a creature, Phyrexian Drake. It's a 0/0 and it's flying. And it enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. It gets +1/+1 for each oil counter on it. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm at 7. I love it. I want to build around it. I love it.
I'm at a 7 too. I like it a lot.
Ah, man. I'm gonna give
Andrew
it a 5.
gonna give it
I
like
mean,
a 3.
I would love to give it a 3, but I don't know. It's actually decent. But my gosh, it just takes so much work to get that thing going. And it's
Play
just,
like you play Anticipate and it's a 3/3. Like it's going. It's already going.
all right. All right.
Play the red spell and it's a 5/5.
It's a 5.
It's a 3/3, and you have like an extra card in your hand,
Is
right?
it
Like it's
mommy
so
enough to be like
good.
a 7 though?
I
Like
think it's a card that you build your
Yeah,
deck
I think
around,
so.
right?
I take this
Like,
over removal.
You're gonna take
I'm
it
taking
over.
it on par with removal, and I'm willing to build my deck around it.
I'm
I'm
not
taking
taking
it
it over
over
removal,
it.
but I'll definitely take it.
Yeah, so you'll never get it.
Yeah, you gotta. I think it's a top 4 pick for sure.
It's definitely top 4.
Next up we have Uncudduses, which is a terrible name. Retrofitter, which is 2 and a blue. I already don't like the amount of text on this one. It's a 2/3 Phyrexian Artificer with Toxic 1. Whenever it enters the battlefield, up to one target artifact you control becomes a 4/4 until it leaves the battlefield. For 3 mana, 2/3, pretty good. Like a 7.
Yeah,
Makes a
yeah,
4/4.
it's nice. You just
It's
gotta
cute.
have a bunch of junk laying around. It's too bad we're missing all like. Yeah, it's
I'll
too
have
bad we
that
don't have a
junk.
Springleaf drum to
Yeah,
just to really get. Yeah.
We have better stuff in this
Oh
set, like Font
gosh!
of
Oh my
Progress.
gosh! Oh man!
It turns your Font of Progress into a 4/4.
Oh
That's
man!
so
Yeah,
sick.
it's not bad. I don't know. It's gonna be cool to. What was it the prismatic? What's Printhead prism? Prophetic
Prismatic
prism.
Prism.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Prophetic
hella
Prism.
good.
Yep.
That's gonna be quite the line. I'll give it a 6.
It'll be a 7, leaning towards 8 in the deck, obviously, but 7.
Yep.
Watchful Blastozoa. It's a 4/4 for 4 colorless and 2 blue flying. It's a Phyrexian jellyfish. When Watchful Blastozoa enters the battlefield, enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. When Watcher Blastozoa dies, draw a card for each equal to the number equal to the number of oil counters on it. That's that takes a lot of setup, right? At least it draws 1 when it dies. It's fine. I'll go to 5. Pretty expensive.
3. I'm at 3. Too high for what it does.
I'm at a 4. I think
Yeah.
it's a hard trap. But I'm
I'll
a fall
probably
for it
play
at
1.
least once.